I don't think that the governments of this world will be leaning in asking him for his advice anytime soon. It's very scary advice. What the fuck is going on with the planet right now? The answer you gave me was very ominous, incredibly honest, but it was very ominous. You said to me, all I can tell you is that in the next few months, we're going to arrive probably end of May, somewhere around about then, looking back over our shoulders at a world that we can scarcely recognize.
Cycles around once a month, because that's what a month is, it's a moon cycle. It happens so often in our life that we almost don't pay attention to it. It's at home because it moves so often. We've experienced 300, 400, 500, 600 of those cycles. Whereas when we get out to Saturn, it takes 30 years, 29 and a half years to make a cycle. So we only experience 2 or 3 of them in a lifetime. Pluto takes 248 years to go around the sky, around the zodiac. No one ever gets to experience a full Pluto cycle. Pluto is one of the significant players right now because Pluto, as the mythological lord of the underworld, Pluto is Latin for Hades, which is Greek for hell. And of course, in the Judeo-Christian tradition, we've given hell a rather bad rap. You can go to the Tibetan tradition and go, our version of the hell where you go to get punished is just one slight facet of all the worlds that exist outside of what seems to be real in the here and now. But the key thing here is that Pluto, back in 2008, changed signs and moved from the sign of Sagittarius into Capricorn, where it's been ever since. Well, until last month when it edged into the next sign, Aquarius. And here's the 2 markers on this, on the financial thing. Within weeks of Pluto moving into the sign of Capricorn, which is the most institutional of all the 12 signs, Capricorn has to do with government and fundamental reality. It's the Constitution, of the United States or of any country. It has to do with banking, with roads, with things that are real, in air quotes. When Pluto moved into Capricorn, and Pluto's job is to deconstruct, reconstruct. It's what Nietzsche would call, or would have called, nihilism. It's that which is the most important, loses its importance, devalues, goes to the bottom, and then needs to be reconstructed. God is dead. That whole movement was a good example of something having ultimate importance, and then Pluto comes in and deconstructs it. Well, when Pluto moved into Capricorn, that was very closely timed to the real estate collapse and the financial collapse, if you will, of 2008, of the fall. I was in Bali at that time. And intriguingly enough, within a few days of Pluto ending its main run in Capricorn and tipping into Aquarius, we had the meltdown of the Silicon Valley Bank. I'm interested in looking at real-time markers, looking at history and creating cases for cycles. So I know that there's a financial aspect to this. I don't want to go technical astrology here, but there are other markers that indicate sudden and erratic changes.